my name is Rajesh Selvaraj. I'm the founder and the chief pizza officer of Pizza Karma. So Pizza Karma is a kind of a disruptor in one of the, the pizza industry. It's, every few decades, there will be a disruptor in the market. And for the pizza industry, for the last 3-4 decades, people were kind of, taking the things from the same pot. There is no healthier option of a pizza. There is no clean ingredient pizza that you can feed to your kids every single day or your family. So we found it's like, as an engineer, I had a passion of solving problems. So we got into the work of seeing how you can make a pizza healthy, that you can feed to your kids and family members every single day and still feel better. So that's how the whole concept got evolved. I'm a computer science engineer. I worked for Fortune 5 companies for the last 2 decades. I was a product manager working on AI, ML. I was managing a portfolio, but everybody was moving towards AI. I came to pizza for a good reason. So the passion to solve problems, it's one of my things that kind of keeps me awake every single day in a good way and keeps me going. Next one. Okay, so 2 problem statements. Can pizza be healthy? Can it be, can you give it to your loved ones every single day without feeling guilty? And can it be made with clean ingredients? That means the ingredients that your mom has in your kitchen. If you cannot understand the ingredient, if you cannot read an ingredient, that should not be in your pizza or any other food that you eat, because there is no cost to your health. So for everything else, you have a price tag, but for your health, there is no price tag. And also, most of these healthy options doesn't resonate to a broader audience, or economically it doesn't make sense. So when we start building it up, so we want to make sure whatever we build, yeah, it feels good, it's healthy and all these things. Is it something that the market will accept? Is it something that they can relate to it? So that's one of the things that we were looking at when we were building this. And also, we don't want to take a crust from Italy, some sauce from India or Mexico or any other cuisine, and just combine everything and say, hey, oh, here you go, your fusion pizzeria. We want to redefine this market. So we kind of built everything from ground up, right from the crust, right from the sauce, the cheese, all the ingredients that goes into the pizza. So that's how we invented the first, I won't say invented, but we came with the new recipe for yeast-free pizza crust. So our crust is made out of buttermilk. It's made with only 6 ingredients, and you can give it to our customers are 3 months old to 90-year-old. So I have photos of it. So it's something that it makes you feel better, kind of like having a salad. Next one. So how do we compare? So this is a typical traditional pizza from a grocery store, a frozen pizza. These are all the ingredients you see. Next time when you're in a grocery store, just go ahead and look at the ingredients list, and that's all the ingredients we have in our pizza crust. Then comes the sauces. So we didn't take any one sauce. We invented 7 different sauces, 7 different profiles. Some of them are vegan, gluten. All sauces are gluten-free. Everything tastes differently, and the same pizza with the same different toppings, we can combine about 400 different pizzas in our restaurant. So you have the great crust, you have the great sauce, and all the great toppings. But how do you cook it? So you have a coal-fired, wood-fired, and a different style of cooking the pizza. We introduced a tandoor-fired pizza. So the crust will be cooked like a traditional naan. You stretch the dough ball, slap into the wall of the tandoor. Once the crust is cooked, you peel it off and make a pizza on top of it. This kind of cooking is 4,000 plus years old, and I'm really glad and happy that we were able to master cooking a pizza crust in the tandoor first. Once the crust is cooked, you peel it off and make a pizza on top of it and baking into an oven. So we are the first one, I believe. We are doing a double bake method. The crust is cooked in here in the tandoor, and again it goes to the pizza oven after the toppings and sauce. 30 seconds. Okay, so the concept is about being with the community and building out a brand which is kind of can scale up to globally, not kind of in a regional scale. And technology investments, we have everything what you need, what the big players have. rewards programs, integration with third parties, online ordering apps, streamlined franchise workflow implementation, and everything. So we have 3 brick-and-mortar locations, which we opened every year. And we have 3 food trucks, which we opened every year, the last one being 2 months back. And why? Why we do this? Pizza is a $55 billion market. 4 generations of people, if you look at your grandpa, grandma, your dad, you, and your kids, and your grandkids, everybody is going to eat pizza. This is a growing market, and the pizza is not going to go away.
Yeah, that's a great place to start, the why, Thanks.
I'd love to hear, I guess it's a way to gauge how the food is being received in the market. What's the revenue of the first location?
So we had a really great run. We were making about 150, 200K a month. And after 6 months, we had a cliff effort. So that's when we just realized that we were pumping more on marketing dollars than word of mouth. So we learned the lesson. It's like I'm in a philosophy of fail fast, learn fast, and fix it, and don't do that again. So this is a location. It was opened in 2018, and knowing the lesson, we kind of turned around this business around mid of COVID. This location, the second one, the 2019, 3 months before COVID, we opened it. It was a disaster because now everything was closed. It was in a commercial place. But within 6 months, right now, we kind of bounced it back. And that's the #1 grossing restaurant in our whole space. So,
what's the ABV of that one?
Sorry?
What's the ABV of that one?
It's more than $1 million.
More than $1 million, like 1.1 or 1.9?
I would say 1.1. Yeah. So So did I answer your question? Yeah.
And these are good questions, though. It's good to press because, it's important,
I'm sorry. So familiar with tandoors and naan and stuff like that. How does the quality hold with so much food going delivery based now and DoorDash and all that, Uber Eats, et cetera?
Oh yeah.
How does the quality hold with something that is like a naan bread, which is obviously a little bit more thinner? Let's put a sauce in. Just talk about the quality, especially on a 40-minute delivery road.
So that's a great question. So the reason why we are calling it as a tandoor-fired crust is because it's not a naan crust. The naan kind of gets into kind of like a soggy in nature, But this crust, it behaves like a pizza crust. If you do a blind test, you cannot differentiate between your regular crust and this crust, maybe a wood-fired or this one. And this is at the version 6. So we kind of improvised the version of the formula of the dough 6 times. The last version being, we kind of did a drive test of baking a pizza, putting it in a box, dry for 10 minutes, take a bite, 20 minutes, take a bite, 45 minutes, take a bite. And pizza is kind of like a time-restricted food. You cannot expect it to, taste the same way when you have it at 10th minute and 60th minute. But it kind of behaves on par or better than the traditional crust everyone is used to.
So I think we have one more question. Where are you focusing your expansion? It's some kind of a double question. And how do you support your franchisees, or how do you plan to support your franchisees with the design and construction of the franchisees?
Perfect. Great question. So the third location, which we opened last year, it is a complete franchise location. So we wanted to test out our process with a franchise location. And even though it's only 15 minutes from me, it's been about 7 months I stepped into that location. So the location runs by the franchisees with the process. Our dough balls, sauces, spice lines, everything is automated through a national distributor, US Foods. So you place the order, they deliver it. We have a training facility in Minneapolis. You have to come there, and we train you on everything. It's like we have built the process. The folks who have grown restaurants from 10 to 100 or 150 in Minneapolis area, they have worked with us to build the training curriculum and all the process and policies that what their franchises should follow to be successful. We have everything in place. We are kind of holding back the brand because we were not very 100% confident that the franchisees, have everything. So the third location, the Apple Valley, was the test bed for us, and they were profitable from month one.